Just make sure you hire me 3 hours in advance. I take a long time with everything I do. Eat, sleep. What is that?
We're filming!
Should I open?
This house is haunted.
Ready? Hey guys, it's Samm Pinkoff here, and welcome back to my channel. So today,
You're too nice. I don't know. I'm a little more like.
Hey bitches, it's Samm Pinkoff.
I want a brand new wheel. I want a brand new house. I want a foreign little bitch.
Hi everyone, Samm Pinkoff here, and I'm back with another video. So if you don't know, we met online and we met in person 2-3 days ago.
Yes, we've been friends for like 7 years.
And we met, where did we meet, honestly?
Instagram, I was a fan of hers.
And then YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then we became friends in real life.
But we've been FaceTiming for 7+ years on and off. And then we finally took some push to get her to come out here.
Yeah.
Since she's like 4 or 5 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So today, as you can see, she does makeup. And she's good at makeup. And I've been making her do my makeup all weekend. So she did my eyebrows off camera already because it's a little bit longer and we don't want the video to be extremely long. Yeah. But she's going to do a Pinterest look that looks like this. She's going to do that on me, and if you want to see how I look and end up looking kind of like this, please keep watching. It's different from this, but you know the idea. She gets her makeup done really well. Oh, and thanks. If you want to see me with pretty makeup on, keep watching. Okay, bye! So we're going to start by priming the eyes first because we think that it works best with the concealer. We're using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, blending it in with the Beauty Blender that I did get as a gift because I had never owned a Beauty Blender before because I thought they were pointless and useless, and I was using a brush and my makeup just didn't look right. Also, be aware that this was her first time using or doing my makeup in general with somebody who has eyelash extensions, so she did have to work around it, and it came out pretty well anyways. So we went in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder with the same Beauty Blender that we used before, and we're doing my eyes first because the shadows for the look may have fallout onto my face makeup, and we don't want any excess colors on my face makeup after we've already done the face makeup and the eyes, because then it would just look very messy. We went in with this rosy blush eyeshadow shade from the BH Cosmetics palette as a transition, and we used the Morphe E23 brush into the crease. Next, we went in with the hot pink shade in the BH Cosmetic palette, using the same brush that we used before and putting that into my crease.
now we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to take the deepest purple shade that we can find, and because the shade that we found was super dark, almost like a black, we're going to take it super lightly so that it doesn't come out darker than it needs to.
Here's Zigzag. Hi, Zigzag. They haven't opened their eyes yet, or their ears. They oink like little piggies. Show the Zigzag. There's the Zigzag.
So we went ahead back in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and she puts them on the back of her hand and used a small Morphe brush to cut my crease. Then what she told me to do was to look up after she had put some on my eyelid to make kind of like a guide for the cut crease. So because the cut crease is very time consuming, she did do the other eye off camera. Next we're going to go for the eye shades, and we're going to use this one for the inner half, and then we're going to use this one towards the center and the outer half of the eyelid. So now we're going to use the second to last shade and go towards the outer part of my lid. The lash shade that we're going to go in with is this deep purple, and she's going to go in with it with the Lexi 235 brush, which is a blending brush, and she's going to put that in the outer part of my V. So we went back into the BH Cosmetics palette and we went into this little purpley rose color at the very end and went over the one that we had just used so that we can get more of the purple back because it wasn't as strong as we thought. So now we're going to go in with the Hangover and we're going to prime my face. She is using a beauty blender because she didn't want to go into onto my face with her hands, but on yourself, I do highly recommend using your own hands because it works best that way, in my personal opinion. Now we're going to use my YSL All Hours foundation, and she's going to put some on the back of her hand and she's going to take a little bit on the beauty blender and just kind of use one area to focus on at first and kind of pat it all over. The goal is to pat it, not to smear it or to push onto your face, just to pat kind of lightly all over until it blends all the way. And then we're going to move on to the next section of my face, just so that we're working in sections and not leaving like foundation to sit in one spot for a little bit of time to kind of set and look muddy. Then we went in with the Tarte Shape Concealer and we did the under parts of my eyes as well as right at the corner of my eyebrows, and then she blended that in with the Beauty Blender and went in with the Laura Mercier powder afterward just to set it and avoid all creases. we would use the Laura Mercier powder, and after dipping the beauty blender into the powder, kind of like blow off any excess and then put it towards the smile lines just so that you don't have those lines there. If you like them, that's fine too, but it's based on personal preference. So we went in and put the powder over the creases just so that we didn't see them in pictures or in general, just to keep those creases kind of just away. Now we're going in with the Hoola bronzer, and we're going into my cheekbones, the sides of my forehead, on the very tip of my hairline, and my jawline, just to take those angles and make them look like I have a face structure, because I do have more of a round face and I do want to learn how to structure my face more to make it look like I have more of a jawline and very strong structures. We went back in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and we're putting it under my contour, and we're baking. She also decided to bake the sides of my nose as well. So now she's going to contour my nose just a little bit, because I don't like the snatch nose as much, just because I already like how my nose looks as is. And now we're going to wipe away the bake. And now she's going to go in with the Dallas blush, and she's going to add blush to my cheeks. Now she's going in with the Amrezy highlighter with the A23 Anastasia brush. This highlighter is out of stock because I did go and try and buy it, and it is completely out of stock, and they told me it's not coming back in the rudest way possible. But that's just a side note. There is some that can be duped, and there are some similar. If you want to do some research, you can find some similar to the ones that she used on me in this video. Now she took a shade from the top eyelid shade, and she's doing it on my under eyelid, or my under lash, and she's putting one of the shades under there to match, just to make the eye look complete. Then I decided to do my mascara myself because it's a lot easier, and I ended up getting it everywhere. And now for my lips. We went in with the Kylie lip liner in the shade Cocoa K. Then we used Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Trendsetter, and then we went in with the Fenty Beauty gloss for the finishing touch on top of that. and then she set my face with Mario Badescu because we did not have the Urban Decay setting spray.
Okay guys, I'm done!
She's done like 3 hours later, but I think it looks awesome.
I like it.
Thank you for letting me do makeup on you this past weekend.
It's like a little interview, but you're good, so
I know.
Nice meeting you, you know?
Yeah, really.
So everything will be linked down below. All of our videos that we've done over this past weekend, which will be separated by weeks and maybe even a month or two. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thumbs up.
Post notifications on.
Turn the bell.
Yes.
I mean, no, don't turn the bell. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. And comment down below what you liked best about this tutorial. Probably back with more videos sometime.
Eventually.
I don't give a set time. I'm just with the flow. So, anyways, thanks for doing my makeup, best friend.
Of course, best friend.
Okay.
Anytime.
Bye.
Bye.